Etra saw it.
This is a story about when I was working at a video game company. At the time, I was out of a job. My old company went out of business. I'm looking for work, but can't find any. Come work with us then. It's a startup video game company. We need more people. Really? Thank you, senpai. You must be Katsura. I'm Tachibana. I'm the president of the company. I'm Akamatsu. I'm the vice president. Today, we'll go over some basic stuff about the company. I'm Katsura. Nice to meet you both. They took me to a high-end soba restaurant. The cheapest dish costs over $10. Are you sure I can order whatever I want?
Don't worry about it. It's on the house. We've heard lots of good things about you from Hiragi. Benefits, social insurance, you're all set. Basic pay starts around $2,000.
You'll be in charge of writing scenarios with Hiragi. We turned an apartment into our office, so you can live there. This company looks solid. I've got my senpai with me, and I used to be in the movie club in college. Writing scenarios sounds pretty interesting. I may have found my dream job.
Man, I'm full. All right then, let's go back to the office, and we can talk some more.
Yes, sir. Company looks pretty good. They said they worked at an apartment. I bet it's nice.
Here we are.
Huh? This old apartment? Hey there, welcome. There were 3 rooms for programming, scenario, and computer graphics. The office stretched into the kitchen space. The room next door was where employees could take naps or spend the night. The president lived 2 doors down, but the bathroom and shower were broken in all the rooms except for the president's. Wait, this isn't good. This company is bad news. Excuse me? I don't think this is the job for me.
Come on, Katsura, please. Just give it a try at least.
But
we need more people. We're counting on you. At least stay for the trial period. Give it a shot for a month. If you still think it's not the job for you after that, you can quit.
Okay. If you say so. I'm unemployed, and I need the money. In retrospect, this was the beginning of hell.
All right. Could you come in after 3 days or so?
Okay. About the contract.
Yeah. We'll have it ready soon. For now, we'll see you in 3 days.
Okay. A few days later, I started working. I was in charge of the side scenarios. My senpai was in charge of the main scenario. I started working on daily scenes. So there are 60 days in the game. I need you to create the daily scenes for morning, day, and night. Oh, don't forget about the email that you get at the end of the day. So 4 different scenes, correct? Right, and the contents change depending on the character's emotions. There are 3 types of emotions, so 4 times 3, that's 12 different types right there. Oh, and there are 3 heroines, so 60 days times 4 types times 12 types times 3 characters. Wait, that's 8,640 different scenes! I have to do that all myself? They said it was a normal adventure game. They didn't say anything about this. Mr. Tachibana didn't tell me on purpose. I came in at 8 o'clock in the morning and left the office at 10 p.m. I had to leave my house at 6 a.m. I got home at midnight. I could only sleep for 4 hours. Ugh, can't go on. And at the office, all I do is write scripts for the daily scenes. The president came in to check on my progress every 3 hours. Nobody brought me any food. There was no internet. But this is the trial period. I need the money. It was tough, but I was just starting out. I worked almost every day. I worked more than 400 hours that month. There were 2 other guys that joined the computer graphics team. They were first told that they'd be in charge of drawing art, but the reality was, that was the job of the character designer. All they did was color the characters. It's not just the main scenes. Take the standing pose, for instance. There are so many different patterns like normal clothes, school clothes, naked, erotic, half-naked, and so on. There's probably more than 1,000. And we only get to go home once a week. Most of the time, we just go back and forth between this room and the nap room. It's tough. Everyone was losing it. But we all worked really hard. In the meantime, the president and vice president were busy creating fanzines to raise funds for the company, but they didn't sell a lot of copies, and it had nothing to do with the video games we were creating. And although we were developing adult games, the fanzine was completely irrelevant, and since they couldn't draw, it was mostly just text. When his rough draft article got introduced in a magazine, he said,
"We're all set.
but at the time, I had no energy to laugh at his jokes. Anyways, a month went by. It was finally payday. I worked so hard. Can't wait to see how much I made. What? I must be seeing things. This barely covers my commute. What happened to my 400 hours?
About that. We had to change some things at the last minute. The 3 megabytes worth of text you created got rejected.
What? Apparently the same thing happened with the computer graphics guys. Due to last-minute changes, all their work got rejected. I'm finished. There's no contract, which means no binding clause. I'm in my trial period, so I'm not even an official employee. It was all a setup. I got played. They used me. And so that's what happened. No NDA either.
That's crap! Don't stay here. That company won't last long. Quit while you can. Change your phone number and get a new email address.
I listened to my friend. I shut my phone off and got a new one the next day. I changed my internet provider and changed my email address. I went off the grid. I never gave them my address, so I didn't have to move. But all of this messed with my stomach and mind. I had to go see a doctor, but I'm so glad I got away. Can you imagine what would have happened if I stayed? Hey, it's Tokusa. How have you been? Ultimately, they got away too. I sent an apology email to Hiragi-senpai. I got it, let me handle it, he replied. I feel bad about this whole thing. A year later, the game disappeared from the list of future releases, and the company was gone too. They never released a single title. My senpai ran away too. He was now working at the PR department of another company. I went to see him to apologize. Senpai, it's been a while. Katsura, long time no see. Glad to see you're doing okay. I'm sorry I ran away like that. No, you made the right choice. I'm sorry for dragging you into it. I really feel bad. If you'd like, why not come and work with me at my new company? I guarantee you it's a good company. I'll pass. You're right. Forget I said anything. Sorry. A few days later, Senpai told me Akamatsu and Tachibana got arrested for fraud. It was pretty tough, but I was glad to hear that they were both behind bars. I never want to go through something like that ever again.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。400時間も働いて交通費だけ、そしてボツという今までの苦労が水の泡のように消えていくなんて、さすがにブラックすぎて引きますね。契約書の用意をちゃんとしていなかった時点で良くない会社の一面は出ていたんでしょうね。いい会社に再就職できることを祈っております。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また逮捕されてよかったなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。